Craziest weeks that I could recall in recent memory, and we're gonna be talking about GTA 6. Excuse some of the AI slop footage in the background. We have very limited gameplay to actually work with here, and don't hate the player, hate the game. I mean, there is a lot to break down. Yesterday I made a video talking about the initial gameplay leak that did come out and was amongst the first bit of leaked footage that we've gotten since 2022. And no, I do not condone or support leaking early builds of the game and giving people false perceptions of what the game is actually gonna be like, because as you are aware, the gameplay that did pop up, most of it goes back to like 2023. It's relatively older footage, and there is one clip, however, that does seem like it was recorded in 2025 because of a song that you can hear on the radio by the name of Sports Car. As always, make sure to turn notifications on and hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with all things, not just Call of Duty, but of course, Grand Theft Auto 6. But no matter how the footage looks, I mean, just look at the fidelity of at least trailer 2, and imagine how much better GTA 6 is gonna look once the game is actually out. I mean, we're talking several delays the game got, which only could have made it better. At least that's what I hope. But big shout out to GTA 6 Countdown over on Twitter for going ahead and recapping, as other accounts also did, recapping the absolute craziness that has happened in the last 24 hours. I mean, a fourth GTA 6 clip did pop up early this morning, and I don't think the leaker is going to stop anytime soon. If only Rockstar would issue a statement or put out something to at least amend what is happening here. But the fourth clip that did pop up today is the longest clip so far. Can't show it on screen for obvious copyright reasons, or else this video will be taken down. You can find it all over the internet. I'm not going to link it, but the sunset looks great. Jason's inventory includes a section for weapons and items. Jason is driving a police bike. It's a Western Sovereign 107, and there are consumables for health and stamina. A burger restaurant called Pee-wee's does appear on the side of the road. Escaping the police is similar, allegedly, to Red Dead Redemption 2. There's a red area on the minimap where the police search, and you have to leave it. The game also features a ton of particles seen on the ground that physically interact with the world. I'm not going to read everything on some of these big compilation tweets, but there is some good info here. There is a pop-up message that says, and I quote, "Cops are searching for you, and they have your description with clothes, appearance, and vehicle icons." Jason also has a consumable that increases health called Zombix, but repeated use will temporarily have weaker effects on your health. There's also a karma system with the devil icon that will appear when Jason does bad actions. Again, we've also seen that in RDR2. But the third clip that popped up last night after my initial video on this does show Jason in Ambrosia at night and includes a random cutscene at the end. The cutscene does show Cal saying, and I quote, "They don't know nothing about me, man. I use a VPN." And it's a relatively spoiler-free cutscene. That's why I brought this up here in the video. Doesn't reveal anything about the actual narrative of the game or what could be happening towards the ending. Speaking of which, the leaker is threatening to spoil the ending of the GTA 6 story. Rockstar has to take action and needs to take it now. I don't think, even if the story does get completely spoiled, they're going to delay the game again. But I mean, what could Rockstar actually do as far as meeting the demands of the leaker? I mean, yeah, they could IP track him and they can have him arrested, whatever. But I mean, in reality, they're not going to meet the demands the leaker is asking for, which is bringing back physical copies of the game. They're not going to bend the knee to the data miners, the leakers, whoever these hackers are. And it's been inferred by a lot of folks in the community that this group, it's not even a single leaker here, this leaker group may actually have an entire build of the game. And they are currently picking and choosing what clips they want to put out there, because Jason is wearing the same exact clothing in all of the leaked clips. That's not a good sign at all. And I think what's even worse is that the leaker group is just a part of a big crypto dumping scheme. I mean, they're clear crypto scammers, very, very much promoting that on their website, which, by the way, their site has now been taken down. The crypto leaker Twitter account also got taken down, and the crypto leaker account tweeter did say that he wasn't the leaker, but just, I guess, an insider for the leaker. It's just one big circus of the same people doing the same crap, regardless of how they word it over on Twitter. But features from Red Dead Redemption 2 that seemingly are coming back in GTA 6 include an inventory system, NPCs reporting your crimes, looting NPCs, greeting or taunting NPCs, as well as realistic Euphoria physics. There's also seemingly a slow-mo effect during combat similar to Max Payne 3, and there's also an option to surrender to the guards. It pops up as a button. Now, a sense of realism is really going to be felt with this game, as looks like a truck that Jason enters does show a fuel meter and even some engine health. And as a follow-up to what I reported on yesterday, it looks like, according to Insider Gaming, there was a press event of some sort back in July with Rockstar, and I assume impressions of what they saw or played will allegedly be allowed to be shared once the Netflix reveal happens on August the 27th. Now, I wonder how pissed Netflix is that this happened because they were supposed to have the exclusivity deal here where the first real gameplay that gets out is from them on their platform. And I'm still confused about what the rules even are. I mean, are people just able to go live watching the Netflix broadcast? This doesn't feel right to me. I just can't imagine that it'll be a copyright strike free experience. I hope so. I hope that we're allowed to go ahead and react to it because we're in 2026, not 2013, not 2005. I mean, streaming is everywhere now. So I can't imagine they're like, hey, nobody could show this footage anywhere. It's going to leak everywhere on Twitter and Reddit anyway. But I can't imagine they're like, hey, we don't want the footage anywhere until Rockstar is allowed to put it on YouTube 6 hours after the Netflix event. But the leaker did put out a paid poll. People are donating to this group regarding what they want to see next. The options put in the poll include car gameplay during the daytime, car gameplay at night, motorcycle gameplay at night, and plane footage with somebody flying during the daytime. If you remember back to 2022, Rockstar did issue a statement about the initial data breach, where some of that initial gameplay did leak out, and that was a very old build of the game. Keep in mind, I think GTA 6 entered real production after RDR2 came out. Not that there wasn't any planning or pre-production done before Red Dead Redemption 2, but realistically, if you put a timeline together, it's been about, I want to say, 7 to 8 really strong years of production. That, of course, includes the delays that we got the last couple of years. And yeah, give or take a few extra years with maybe some pre-planning that Rockstar was doing after GTA 5. But still, the game's been in development for a good chunk of time. And I've seen a lot of folks suggest that, well, because the summer hasn't been too entertaining as far as GTA marketing goes, this is why this has happened. But I will say this. I think regardless of what Rockstar has decided to actually reveal to us, regardless of all of it, these leakers would have still put out the same footage. I just feel that way. They would have found a way to grift the way they're doing, put it behind crypto, and then mask all of that behind, hey, we're fighting for gamers' rights. You want physical media back. No, it's just such an obvious rage bait. It's such an obvious way to go ahead and scam people by trying to, get behind some movement. They would have done it anyway. It's very obvious. I've also seen folks suggesting that they should just delay the game again, and I just don't see that being a good alternative. I mean, for what, right? Even if the story ends up fully leaking out, the ending and everything, I don't see how a delay can necessarily help. I mean, yeah, sure, they could change the ending, but really, after all the delays and all the waiting we've had to do, I don't see the release date shifting at all for GTA 6. I also really like this tweet from Nick Tech, where he says, and I quote, there is a possibility that this leaker group has a full GTA build on their hands, which is even more devastating as all the leaks seem to have the same thing in common, Jason wearing the same clothes. I have zero idea how someone can get access to a full game build before the release. However, Rockstar is at a huge risk of suffering a similar data breach, just like Insomniac back in 2023. Now, to wrap up with the map size of GTA 6, right? How's Miami, how is Vice City going to compare to what we got in GTA 5? Well, I'm seeing some folks say the map is about 1.6 times the size of GTA 5's map, almost twice the size, while other people are saying that it looks disappointingly small. As I always say with any leaks or rumors, take it all with a grain of salt. Wait for the full reveal to really make up your mind on how you feel about this. But based on the concept images out there, the map looks pretty darn huge. We got this little news roundup from GTA 6 News, the Twitter account, where he says there's no panhandle. It's approximately twice the size of GTA 5. Vice City Airport is massive as Rockstar is trying to make the scale of planes similar to real life. It features 5 counties. We have Lamax, Leonard, Kelly, Vice City, and Mariana. It features approximately 10 cities and towns. Mount Calaga is located in the northern county Lumix. They're finally using a colored map instead of the black and white version they replaced GTA 5's original map with. There are additional islands like Dalton, Gloriana, and Catalan, and exploring the water and ocean is going to be an important part of the game with many tiny islands scattered around the map, just like Sanibel. And something I wanted to end this video with, which to me is pretty funny to look at considering I am a full-time COD YouTuber, is that every time there's a new reveal for, let's say, a new COD multiplayer, a new zombies, new Warzone, you get the same comments all the time from people that are like, oh, how is it different from the last Call of Duty? It looks like this, looks like that. And I always think right away, I'm like, do you hate the franchise but still force yourself to play it? Because, of course, a first-person shooter looks like a first-person shooter. Modern Warfare will look like an Infinity Ward Modern Warfare. And the reason I'm bringing that up is because I saw this brilliant tweet here from Gilly YouTube. This is Nick. He said, I think people do have insanely wild expectations for GTA 6, which, yes, that is true. The more footage we see, this is clearly going to be very RDR2-like, but with GTA mechanics. That is the logical next step in terms of a GTA game, which, like I said, is, as he wrote here, it's more towards immersion. But like I always say, it's going more towards the realism that I think GTA 5 really tried to nail and did with the hardware limitations at the time on a PS3 and a 360. Nichols on to say, I don't understand why people are saying, oh, it's just GTA 5. It looks like GTA 5 gameplay. Yes, because it's still a GTA game. Every GTA, you can steal, drive a car, beat people up. I don't know what people were expecting. And there was even a quote post to this where Jeremy said, just look at all the fake videos people have been making. That's what they're expecting in the game. It won't be that. And yeah, there's a lot of AI slop footage in the background of this video. You're seeing it all over Twitter, TikTok, Reddit. And most of it is just about, the surface level experience that you can get from GTA. Nothing is too out there. And you'll be able to fly planes, cars, drive boats, ride motorcycles, but some people do take it quite far with expectations. And I think that is a big flaw with the fact that we have been waiting this long for the game, delay after delay, and, marketing being as kind of weird as it has been this summer, only for it to then be behind a paywall through Netflix. That's also a weird part of it. And I truly don't understand people that are comparing this to like the yearly 2K or Madden releases. GTA 6 will feel and play like a Grand Theft Auto with what are likely to be limitless features, limitless new potential that we have not seen in a GTA game before, some features of which may have been inspired by Red Dead Redemption. And I'll stop yapping, I promise, but I also can't believe people that really do critique some of these developer build cinematics and, developer build pieces of gameplay when clearly it's gonna look clunky. It's not a version that the public was supposed to see. It's not what the public is gonna play. This is not defending Rockstar or defending corporations here. It's just basic and very common sense here that what you are seeing in the leaked footage will not at all reflect what we're about to play on our consoles come this fall, and will certainly not be what we're all going to experience on a PC probably a year and a half from now when they end up re-releasing the game. But ladies and gentlemen, just a week before the